Hey guys, Jake here today. I'm going to be showing you how to install the axial front turn signals and side marker lights on your Jeep JK to make your front end go from having lights like this and this to something like this. Blacked out on both sides. It's a little dark out now. I'll get some better videos in the light, but you know, it looks pretty good. So here we have both the axial side marker lights and the front grille turn signal lights from Axial. And opening the side marker lights, we have both lights wrapped in plastic. As you can see, they are smoked with the adapter that we will get to later on how this works. And a set of instructions. For the front grille turn signals, we again have a set of directions. And the lights themselves, wrapped in plastic, bubble wrap, with a protective film over the front, and then obviously the wire adapter that we're going to use on the factory, and I will show you how that works soon. For the install, you're only going to need two tools. A trim removal tool. This one's a little fancy. I can just pop it out. You can use an Allen key, however I'm just going to use a small screwdriver that we're going to use to push the pins out on the fenders. You can also use a flathead screwdriver in place of a trim removal tool. This is just going to be a little bit easier. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is remove these two pins on your feather, pin 1 and pin 2. Depending on the model, you might have a push pin. That's where you would use the small wrench or Allen key to push it out and use the trim tool to pry the rest. I don't have a push pin, I just have these tree-like pins that I can use with just a standard trim tool to remove. And I'll show you that now. Using the pry tool, we get underneath it and just squeeze lightly, and they pop out. These are what the trees will look like when they come out. I'm probably going to need new ones eventually, but for now. And we do the same thing on the second one. With these two pieces removed, we'll now move into the third and final pin to remove, which is right here. Next, what we want to do is remove the inner liner by pulling up on the fender and just sliding it up and out, which will leave you room to work. Moving the fender liner will expose the wire harness for the OEM side marker. What we're going to want to do is grab it, twist, and it comes right out. Now we need to remove the bulb. To remove the bulb, we use the push tab right here to pull the light out. Now that we have the light bulb removed from the harness, set that to the side. Get some light in here. We see a tab sticking out. We want to push that tab down and slide out the panel connecting to the amber light. The OEM light has been removed. With it out, it might be easier to show you. This is a tab that will be facing up. You push down on this tab, you'll be able to push the panel forward. You got two hooks at the bottom. With the tab pushed forward, it'll be cocked at an angle like this, and you can pull the light out from between the fender and the fender liner. Next thing we're going to want to do is remove the bulb, the factory bulb, from the factory harness by pulling. You can see on the inside here, we have a clasp-like system, which is going to fit the aftermarket male end to go into the female end of the OEM plug. Doing so, you just push it in, like so. With the wire plugged into the factory harness, you can simply tuck the wire into the aftermarket. I would do this on the outside because it's probably going to be a lot harder to do once it's mounted onto the Jeep. With that in there, you push this in and twist, and it's now locked in. And to install it, you just repeat how you took it apart. Okay, I put it back together. All I did was reverse how I took it all apart, and I think it looks great. Take a look. Passenger side, driver side. A lot less in your face. I like it. Kind of matches the gray, and if you have black fenders, it'll probably match even better. There we go. I'll get you a better shot and better lighting shortly. So we see how to do the fender. You just repeat the same process on the other side. For video's sake, I'll do one side at a time. Now we're going to show you how to swap out the front turn signals from Axial. You're going to begin by prying up and removing the grill by lifting these tabs out using a flathead screwdriver or any screwdriver, and pulling out every single one of these and removing the grill. There's about 10,000 videos online on how to remove a Jeep JK grill, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. One thing that should be noted before removing the grill is that you want to unplug your turn signal harness by flicking the red tab back, pushing down on the black tab, and pulling it apart. This will free up all the wires, because if you put tension on this wire, it could be bad. So now we're just going to pop off the grill, which is going to suck with the winch. Okay, so I'm not going to fully take off my grill after all. However, you can see there's two black tabs. There's the 3 tabs in total. There's 2 black ones. You want to push those in. Once they're pushed in, I already pushed them in, you're going to stick your hand in, and you can pull the light housing out. We're going to do that on both sides. To install the new Axial lights, you'll see that they're labeled left and right. Left and right would be how you'd look at it from the driver's seat. And to put them in, you just repeat the steps that we did to take the OEM lights out. So we look in here, we can see that there are holes for the tabs. You can see a little bit of light glowing through right there. And you're going to line up the tabs with this. Come in and click them in. Okay, I got them in on both sides. So you can see you don't have that big orange bubble staring at you when the car's off or just cruising down the road. I got both sides in on the grill as well as on the driver's side. One thing I gotta note, the tabs when installing these side markers don't line up perfectly. The passenger side wasn't that big of an issue if you listen. Not any noise or wiggle room. However, on this side, the entire light moves. The tab on the top of the driver's side was off by anywhere from 1/8 to 1/4 inch, and I had to try to finagle my inner fender liner to get it to go in, and the tab ended up breaking. I reached out to Extreme Terrain, and they said that they're going to send me one at no additional charge. So I don't know if it was just a defect. However, it looks like it's just plastic molding, and I'm guessing it must have got messed up somehow. But the passenger side fit almost perfectly. Did it the same exact way on the driver's side, and even went as far as taking everything completely off just to make sure that I wasn't doing anything wrong. And the tab still ended up not going in. I had to kind of not force it in, but use a little bit more pressure than I did on the passenger side, and it caused the clasp to break. So I'm going to leave this in until It does die, but won't be the end of the world. It's just nice that they're sending me a new one. So I will turn on the lights so you can see what it looks like when they're running now. All right. Got the lights on auxiliary. I don't know how well the GoPro is going to pick it up with the halo lights running, but the lights look very good. The LED makes it a whole lot brighter. I think they look good. I'm happy with it. That's all I got for you guys today. If this helped out, leave me a like. If you have any questions, comment, and please subscribe. Thanks.